another convention, probably the last. Everyone is always the last. So, you know, this is probably the last. And he was carrying on as usual. We had all been, Catherine Lee Scott and David Selby and I and Jonathan had been to England to have a fleeting moment in the new Dark Shadows movie. And we were actually, you know, wondering what was going to happen. Was this going to be the end of it all? The movie could have been a huge success or a huge flop. You know, we had no idea. And well, it didn't beat out Avengers. It cost a lot of money, but it's made $250 million worldwide. And it was #1 in Russia and France and Japan, #1. And when you think about it, and you think about, there was a little TV show that was, you know, probably the most disposable form of TV back then. Shows that played never to be seen again. And that it turned from something fairly modest into a phenomenon. And that now we're looking at, my God, Blu-ray coming out sometime this year, when things come out, I don't know. Novels. My novel, because of the movie. Of course, they expected it to be a mega hit, so it's now in France and Hungary and Spain and England. It's amazing. You know, so many books. Catherine's marvelous books. Her new book, Return to Carnival. So, such a great souvenir and keepsake. Casket full of DVDs. Dark Shadows is back on the map. It is now part of the present-day dialogue. The entire world is aware of it and us. The critic in the New Yorker said, "I'm sure all the fans are biting their nails, waiting to see the movie, for fear that it will deviate one tiny bit from the original." Which, of course, it did. Quite a bit. But you know, when you think about it, it's a great tribute to us that those remarkable people with the talents that they had decided to make a movie about our TV show. And I think we should all be very pleasantly surprised and amused, because what's happened is what we all knew all along, that the show would never die, that it's indeed immortal. And you could tell it was immortal yesterday when Angelique turned on the rain, right? I love you all, and it's such a pleasure to be here again. And I think we've had a great weekend, right, so far.